I'm in this hot car, sweating like crazy. But let's do this. I don't know what story time this is, but um I'm just gonna get progressively like more and more unhinged. I might be just like videoing my descent into madness or my descent into spiritual psychosis. Who knows? Who knows? Like okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna try to say as much as I can, but I don't know without trying to give away who I thought I was in my most previous past life. But now, like, I'm sensitive, but like, did anybody else think it's kind of sensitive that we have to say like unalived and stuff now? Because like now I don't know what I can and can't say. So every single trigger warning known to man is in this video. Every single trigger warning known to man is in this video. If you just click off, if it's gonna freak you out, because it's gonna be bad. Because these are I did so much caregiving, and when people are on their deathbeds, some of the confessions you get are like just wild, just very wild. And so a spider. Okay, sorry. Um okay, so in my most previous past life, I had children, and I had one son, and uh most of my kids are like still alive to this day. And my son owns my own home, my old home. My son owns my old home. And so because of that, like, and various other reasons, I was able to find his social media, which is really weird. I just like watch my kids. It's so freaking weird. It's like, but if anybody has been like watching these videos and stuff, you know I've been trying to like get my money right so I could like go and travel and confirm who I think I was, know I was in my most recent past life and everything. And a huge part of it is just to confirm it to myself, and then also I want to do a lot of apologies. But then some stuff occurred that have to do with the story that I'm about to tell now. And now I'm just getting really concerned and worried. And I feel like something's about to change, and I don't know what, but either way, here's a collection of little story times. One of them being a confession that I told my son on my deathbed. So, picture me on a hospital bed. Maybe not, because that might be somebody's weird fetish. Okay, so on my deathbed, and I'm in a hospital in a bed. To my right is like a wall, and there's medical stuff there. And then you kind of go forward a little bit, and then more toward the right, there's like a little divot area where that's just the entrance to the hospital room. Then to my left was a window, and then to my left, like on the ceiling a bit, was a TV. Directly in front of me were two chairs, one that my son was sitting on. And then I remember when I had originally gone in there, I feel so bad for the nurses because like I don't know who in the world I thought I was. But I was just like, oh, don't they have a room for like special people? Like, do they know who I am? Like, don't they have like nicer rooms? And they were like, this is a really nice room. Like, so it's embarrassing. Now I know. Now I'm like, oh, it's so embarrassing when your parents do something crazy. But okay, the confession. So I decided to tell my son something because I think I was starting to register like this is my deathbed. And also the situation that happened, I really honestly think that was the catalyst to me being who I turned out to be in my most recent past life. It scarred me for life. It like really just destroyed me for life. It scarred me in multiple lifetimes. I'm still dealing with it today. Still dealing with it. And it made me like really dissociate a lot, block out a lot of my feelings. Sometimes I just thought like nothing mattered. Like it made me really obsessed with status in certain situations, and it was a whole thing. So I think part of the reason I wanted to tell him this was because I was about to pass away, so I could just kind of be like, this is slightly why I was how I was. But anywho, we were on the topic of our uh our landlords. Yeah, one lady specifically from our landlord's family. And I was talking about her, and I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, she told me that she would bathe in human blood. And he was in shock, obviously, because who knows how to respond to that one. And I don't know if he was like, is he being serious? Like, what's happening? Is it more like to do with the stroke? Like, what's up with that? And I was like, no, yeah, she did. She would bathe in human blood. They all do it. They all do it. A lot of them do it. I think I might have said more, and I currently know more, but I can't really go into that much detail. And I think, I don't know if I think I might have asked him to not say anything or whatever, because he'd be in danger. But yeah, I told him that. So that's one thing. I'm still trying to like not say everything, because oh, also, okay, this one, I don't know for sure if this was a past life regression or not, but if it was, I think I was having a past life regression while myself in my most recent past life was having precognition, and it kind of meshed accidentally, because I went with some of my kids to show them where I wanted to be buried. And while I was there, I had like a weird snap, and I started singing, and I was like singing that song, like a song from Billie Eilish. I was like, birds of a feather, we should stick together, and birds of a feather. And I was like trying to dance and stuff, and then I like snapped back to it, and my kids were like staring at me like, what was that? Like, what? Well, they were like, what was that, Dad? Did you write that? I was like, yeah, I wrote that. Because, like, I was like, am I a genius? Am I a secret genius? Like, no, I wasn't. I was just singing a Billie Eilish song. And we kind of like laughing about it. And as we were walking back, like a few of them got the song stuck in their head. Because it's a banger. It's a good song. But I think that's kind of, if that did happen, that's kind of hilarious. Because they were probably like, what? I kind of hope it did happen. Because, like, me now, I'm just weird. I don't know. Very weird, obviously. But I like weird stuff, or, like, scary sometimes stuff or whatever. And I bet that was so probably trippy to hear me singing that. And then probably one day them listening to the radio, and then that song comes on. They're probably like, what the hell? What the hell are you, like... That's I don't know. What's another thing that happened? This one. If for some reason my son from my most previous past life watches this video, dude, okay, I was wrong for this, but so were you, man. This was messed. So I was kind of like registering how much of an awful father and husband I was. And I was noticing a lot of the same patterns in my son, and I was really worried about it. Because I was like, dude, this isn't good. And I was regretting stuff that happened with his mother. So we were at this party. He was to my left. Everybody was drinking. He was drunk. He was to my left and everything. And we were talking, and I saw his wife, like, directly in front of me. And she was such a good woman. An amazing woman. Beautiful, smart, sweet. Anybody would have been lucky to have her. And I was like, she needs to have a better life. She needs to have a better husband than what I was able to give to his mother. And so I was telling him to try to stick with her. I won't say exactly what I said, but I was telling him, I was trying to help her. And I was like, you got to stick with her and blah, blah, blah. And he twisted my words to make it an insult to her. And, God, it was so bad. And I felt, and then I was like, dude, like, you can't say that. And then, of course, rightfully so, he kind of got in my face and was like, who are you to be giving me marital advice? Like, who are you? And he was right, because I was a terrible husband. But I felt so bad for her. That was, like, the moment where I realized I was an awful father and husband. That was, like, the moment where it really caught up, where I was like, oh, no, like, this is what I made. Like, this is what I did. But But if you, for some reason, are watching this right now, dude, you gotta go and apologize a lot to your ex-wife about that, because I don't think that you did. And if you don't, that times 10 is gonna be your, like, part of your karma in the next life. I'm warning you now. It's very extreme, and you need to go beg for forgiveness with her. I'm telling you now, because you don't want to deal with, I had situations like that too, and then in the next life, good or bad, something good you did, 10 times you get it in the next life. Something bad you did, 10 times you get it in the next life. You don't know how she felt. You'll have an instant where in your next life where you feel 10 times worse than she did. You don't want to deal with that, dude. Just go beg for forgiveness from her and mean it, because, like, I messed up. I totally get that. And the reason that you were like that with her, but still you had choices too, dude. You gotta go talk to her. And if you are watching this and you're like, is that my dad, like, is it, please feel free to DM me on Instagram, bunnybunstarot8, or email me, bunnybunstarot8@gmail.com, because, dude, there are so many situations that God showed me specifically because you're the only person who would know. It would only be you and me. I can confirm who I was. It's really crazy. So the best ways for me to confirm it, and that's part of the reason I want to go travel and everything, to go meet with these people, is because a lot of the people who I could confirm situations with are very elderly and they're about to pass away. And also, circling back to the landlords I was talking about, they're still doing it, and things are about to get very real. Very, very worse. Way worse. And I know I need to help. This is part of my karma for this life. I literally am just, like, hoping for a miracle, for something to pop up so I can take care of situations in my life, go travel, and fix this, because it's about to get, like, extreme. It's like they're not even really hiding it anymore. They, like, have jokes about it. Like, alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this possible spiritual psychosis and descent into madness. Have a good rest of your day.